Steve says you're a custom shop guy, you're a Gibson guy.
Oh, completely.
This is from Custom Shop. This is fun. 50th anniversary of Woodstock's coming up, right?
Right.
So our carver, Rick Heinrichsen, wanted to come up with some theme that would be fun for NAMM to kind of like preface that. So he got to town, he did all this relief carving, did all those little hippy dippy carvings, paintings.
This is crazy.
Is that cool?
But this is what's crazy, feeling that.
Check this out. Even went so far to make a real groovy inlay on the back of the heels.
It's a real groovy inlay.
It's a real groovy inlay.
Oh, wow. Is this amazing?
Put H-tuners on. It's a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, look at that. This is an acid guitar.
The catch is you got to keep your hands and not stare at them too long before it gets weird, you know?
Talk to the back of the headstock. Yeah. Wow.
Too cool. Man, this is where it all starts for us. 1954 with the wraparound, the gold top. 56, 57s with the dark top, 57 customs. Now, the big thing with our guitars at Custom Shop is we use all hide glue construction.
Right.
It makes all the difference in the world. Long neck tenons in the guitars. This year we're going with unpotted custom Bacher pickups, so they're just like they were in the 50s, no wax potting. CTS pots, which are audio taper this year, so you get a little bit better play, 0 to 10.
By the way, this would have been a true historic, but you're no longer doing that designation at all anymore.
Correct. We learned from that. We had a great success with that program. We got the plastics right, the metals right, the all high glue construction, and then we decided, you know what, let's just incorporate that. Let's tie everything together and just use that on everything. It's the right thing to do. Makes for a great guitar, and these are the best of the best. I mean, they just sing.
Oh, they're the best of the best, no doubt about it.
You can feel it in the guitars. The 57s, one-piece mahogany bodies, just like they were back in the 50s. We're doing juniors and specials this year. We took them off the price list for a while. But a lot of dealers, Wildwood, you know, would call up and they'd special order them, and they had so much luck with them. We thought, let's bring them back. Let's bring back the whole gamut, the right colors, and we lowered the price actually on them as well. Yeah, Black Beauty. They've got the correct inlays on the lower frets. For a few years, they were tapered, and we corrected that, so now they're just like they were in the 50s. Just a gorgeous tuxedo guitar. I mean,
it's gorgeous.
You can do no wrong with that, either of them. 2 pickup, 3 pickup, and then there's a 3 pickup with a Bigsby that someone's obviously enjoying right now.
Or stolen.
Or stolen.
You must take into account.
Sometimes.
I'm just saying, I saw some young men running down holding 3 pickup guitars.
They looked really happy, didn't they?
Oh, they were ecstatic.
Yeah.
And one of them said, "You can't stop me! You can't stop me!" That's what I heard.
This is an interesting one. This is a one-off. It's a 336 with metal parts that are, they call it case hardened. It's like how you blew a barrel of a gun. Truss rod cover and all that. So the engineer that came up with this one kind of wanted to do something different. He's a gun lover, a history lover, and he kind of went with that colonial motif on the inlays and everything. Just a real cool piece. It's just super different. And then you get into the burst, man. I mean, this is where we live. This is where Wildwood lives. Here we have the 1959 Les Paul reissue for 2019. It's just an amazing beast. We've got the logo. We've re-angled it to make it was a little too steep before. Most people wouldn't notice it, but we decided to adjust it since we had an opportunity to do so. The spaghetti script on the logo, we got that tweaked a little bit, and the paint color, it was too gold before.
You know, all those other guitars really bothered me. They were a little too gold.
Didn't that bum you out?
It bummed me out. I was furious.
You know,
can I be honest? I stopped playing Gibson for like 2 weeks
our phone
because it was too gold.
It wouldn't come off the hook, you know?
But look at that.
Isn't that unbelievable?
That's something, by the way, forget playing it, which is obviously the most important thing. But you can just sit and stare at that.
The depth
Speaking of acid, you want to be not holding it. Someone else should be holding it if you're on acid. But take a look at that.
You could jump right in there and surf if you wanted to.
Oh my God, that is.
You know,
I can't even say how beautiful that is.
And for 2019, a special placard. Yeah, a little anniversary. You know, it's kind of neat. It's got a little jewel in there for you. Of course, the plastic original historic come in the case as well. So if you want to swap it out, you can. But yeah, we're doing a bunch of different bursts. We've tinted the inlays a little bit just to give it more of a vintagey feel. And these things are just incredible, not only looking but sounding. They're just
By the way,
unbelievable
on my Les Paul, I took off the Gibson Custom when I put the plastic.
With the plastic, yeah.
And I took off the pick guard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in my case.
Just got in your way?
Well, it's just, you know, many a Gibson player, different things. Wes Montgomery with the L5, my favorite. But Dwayne Allman.
Yes.
No pick guard.
Absolutely
you
right.
know? And I just, believe me, I don't. By the way, am I allowed to mention my name and Dwayne Allman's in the same breath? I don't think so.
You can here. This is a safe room.
It's a safe room. Well, anyhow, I just wanted it to, you know, because those guys I never saw with pick guards.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's the beauty of it, man. It's your guitar. You can do it the way you want. Check this beast out. I mean, what a beautiful...
one hell of a Firebird.
Firebird 7 in black and gold, nice ebony board on it, gold hardware. I mean, what can you say? That's just uptown, you know?
That is totally uptown.
Yeah.
You know, if I was a pimp, that's the guitar I'd have.
I couldn't blame you.
You know that a lot of pimps now are leaving the pimp industry and they're playing guitar.
Our 61, which we've done for years. The 63 Custom, I'm sorry. 64 SG with a Maestro. This is your George Harrison, your Eric Clapton SG. I mean, it's one that we haven't offered before, but we went ahead and spec'd one out.
Wow.
Got the right neck profile on it, a little wider neck down here. Just a cool SG.
Is this the year Allman played slide on this?
On the 61, yeah.
Was that the one to use for slide?
And you can see here, it was still called a Les Paul in 61.
Yes.
It was transitioning into 63.
Right.
And by 64, it was gone, and it was simply just the SG that comes off the truss rod cover. Bump over here, these guitars, Wildwood had a lot of luck with these. The 68s, 68 Custom, 68 Standard with P90s.
Right.
68 Custom, the big thing between this and the 57, for those not in the know, is by 68, they put a maple cap on the Custom. So it has a little bit different sound, but they stuck with the ebony fretboard. Just a very hip guitar and a lot of demand. These are new. This is a fun guitar. This is a what-if guitar. What if Gibson made this in the past? Or maybe it was a modified player's guitar, a pawn shop prize. You take a Les Paul Special with humbuckers, put an ABR1 bridge on it, and a flame top. It's just a really killer balanced guitar.
What it really is you guys f***ing around.
And we f***ed around and came up with something cool,
It's really cool, yes.
Thank you. You're gonna like this.
Oh, look at that.
Prototype number 1, Johnny Winter.
No, wait, hold on. Is this his actual prototype, or is this a copy of his prototype?
This is the actual prototype off of his original guitar. Paul Nelson, who was the band leader with Johnny for years.
Oh, it's so light.
It is.
If I had balancing skills, I could balance this. I have no balancing skills, so I don't want to pretend like I do. But I have to say, except for the fact that I'm not an albino, we're exactly the same. My playing style is Johnny Winter. People say that all the time. And I had one of these built out of chocolate. I've never seen it as an actual guitar. And then I ate it. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, the estate and Paul brought this his original 64 down, and we were able to scan it, get the neck profile right.
Are you guys selling this?
This will be ready by summer NAMM. We just wanted to bring it to show because it was so cool.
It's so cool.
So just like Game of Thrones, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
But not until later on.
Okay, well this is
after the snow melts.
This is a big bowl of ridiculous.
Thank you.
Wow. How great is that?
One thing that we're doing this year that's different too, this is a series that we came out with a couple of years ago. This year, 2019, no more Richlight at Custom Shop. We were going back to all rosewood or ebony, which is a big deal. I mean, that's what players want.
No, it's
People
a big,
love
big
that.
deal.
It's part of our heritage, so we're really glad to be able to incorporate that back into
These are just beautiful.
Thank you.
Having one of these would be thrilled.
We get into some fun stuff over here, some artist prototypes that will be models this year. Dave Amato, a friend of ours, REO Speedwagon. We came out with a Dave Amato a couple of years ago that just had a single bridge pickup that he loves and plays on stage all the time, but he wanted to make something a little bit more traditional. Dave's a Floyd guy, but he decided to add another humbucker to have that classic setup, flame top and a traditional burst. It's just a gorgeous guitar.
It's a beautiful
white
guitar.
ebony board. Brian Ray. You guys just missed Brian. He demoed this guitar a minute ago.
Oh, he did?
Great looking SG, one that he'll play on stage with Paul McCartney in kind of a TV pearl finish. I mean, look at the...
No, it's beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
It's really, that's a beautiful guitar.
Ebony stop. He put the crowd on the inlet.
P90, one P90?
Well, actually, I'm glad that you mentioned it. It is. There's another one underneath this bridge.
There's another one?
It's a dummy coil so you don't get the hum. So you can get the P90 sound without the hum. But if we took this pick guard off, there's another P90 under this pick guard. Yeah.
Wow.
It kills the 60 cycle hum. So
that's
with stage
a crazy
lights
guitar.
And it sounds wonderful. I mean, he just played it a minute
this
ago.
Is so beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So that'll be for 2019. Also, our friend Leroy Parnell, slide master from Nashville, Tennessee. Actually, he's from Texas originally. We named this burst after Abilene, Texas. Abilene Sunrise. Beautiful looking guitar. Leroy likes a little bit bigger neck, so we put a big 58 neck on it. But again, Leroy's style lends to the slide quite a bit, so this guitar is going to be massive for slide players and other country rockers out there. Just a wonderful instrument. You'll know and love this, ES355.
Wow.
Ebony board, aged Pelham blue. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
No, this is now you're freaking me out. So I have a 59 reissue.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna give this to you. But I have a 59 reissue. This is, oh, that neck. Oh, this is wrong. And look at the Pelham blue. All I'm saying to you, if you have one guitar, this one should be it. This should be your one guitar. What can't you do on this? One guitar. Oh my God, I got chills from this guitar.
Isn't it awesome?
This is an awesome guitar. Wow. Hold on one second, I apologize. Hello? Yeah, no, I'm telling them. I know, it's unbelievable. I'll call you back.
This is a 1959 reissue, one-piece top, no center seam. This is one piece of maple, Brazilian board, in-house aged at our custom shop. Just a gorgeous instrument, nice and light, but this thing is a mother.
Oh, this is the lightest, unequivocally the lightest Les Paul I've ever held.
Non-weight relief.
And you guys know, in my spare time, I lift Les Pauls. That's how I work out. I usually lift late 60 Les Pauls because they're the heaviest f***ers, or 70s Les Pauls. And this is so light.
It is, it's so resonant.
Wow. This is amazing.
But all the aging, all the checking done by hand, you know, it's just a wonderful instrument. It turned out great, so I forget who's buying this one. Oh, actually, this one's going to stay in the United States, so it's not going to go overseas or anything. So.
I would have put a bid on this
Brazilian
one if I was
boards,
there.
Wildwood's no stranger to the Brazilian boarded Les Pauls.
I love the green lemon.
Green lemon's wonderful.
That's what my
Peter Green.
Peter
vibe.
Green.
Yeah.
That's what mine is. It's one of the ones with Brazilian Peter Green color.
Oh yeah.
I told you I got goosebumps. I'm
getting goosebumps for you.
I'm Jeff Garlin. I have connections. I paid retail. That's right. I had to buy it. I paid what anyone else would pay. And you know what that means? That means I'm stupid. Maybe. That means I'm rich. Yo, I'm rich. And so I was able to do it. But by the way, if I was going to own another one, holy crap, that's like, wow.
We can always build you one, Jeff. That's what we do. Yes. So this is kind of our eye candy wall here. Some different woods. We've got relief carving. We call this feathers and leather for obvious reasons.
Right.
Heartwood SGs. Heartwood's just the center of the tree on the maple tree where all the nutrients go up and down. So we've got a couple of Heartwood SGs. This is a beast. Koa top, engraved hardware, 5-piece flame maple neck. And look at this figured ebony board. It's like clouds in there, man. It's just a real cool SG with a flower pot inlay, a little different, all maple, chambered, 1-piece top. Maple pickguard, maple pickup surrounds, just a real cool Imperial tuners. I mean, that's just a big guitar. Our Firebird Custom with a flame top, did a black gold finish on the back and a nice kind of a Joe Perry Boneyard style
no, it's
color
really,
on front.
It's really beautiful.
It ties together really well with the black hardware. Obviously, this has got a kind of a burning motif going on here. Bengal burst under a rosewood Ultima flame board with the abalone and mother of pearl.
You know what I love? That you know every word for every piece of this stuff. Like, it's the Glenda switchboard, and it goes up into the Barnaby Jones, and then it comes down, and then we've got acid tip pegs at the top. How do you even do that in your brain?
By virtue of proximity.
Okay.
Tree of Life inlay on this one, one-piece quilt top, aged copper hardware, and then kind of the butterfly sky version of the same thing. Blue into these abalone and mother pearl butterflies, gray back, kind of like they're flying out of the clouds. It's something else. Burl top, Les Paul with herringbone binding, which is a little different for us. But they've got these real cool flame, they call these dovetail staples. You see it a lot in colonial furniture and stuff like that. Our luthier thought it would just be cool.
You know the number of times that I said to myself playing guitar, if only
I wish I could float you up.
Yeah, colonial dovetails. What is this? This is like, all right, you know what this is? This is, by the way, I'm introducing a new guitar. It's the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Les Paul, which Captain Nemo plays when he's not driving the submarine. What the heck's going on here?
You know, if you wanted to, if you got this guitar, you got something to tie your boat up to, you know, when you come into the harbor.
Wow.
So it's a Kraken. No, we found it, a way to go ahead and print right onto the wood, the graphics. So it's not a decoupage, it's not a wrap or anything like that. It's actually printed right on the wood, so we can go ahead and age it.
You know that's my stage name?
Decoupage.
Yeah, people don't know that. Jeff Garlin to a lot of people.
I use it as a safe word myself.
It's your safe word. It's decoupage.
Decoupage.
By the way, that's hilarious. Can you imagine that being a safe word for somebody? Decoupage.
Bella Voce. This is the last one I'm going to show you today here with Custom Shop. Ebony armrest, ebony pickguard, pearl inlays. Just a really radical inlaid fingerboard, engraved gold hardware, engraved gold Waverly tuners. Look at the back of this thing. I mean, hand-carved heel joint, and then the engraving on the gold is just amazing on this. Abalone binding all the way around, and fairly light guitar.
It's light.
Yeah.
Not as light as that first Les Paul.
No.
But this is, but you know what? This is someone, if you have this guitar, you're basically going over to your friends going, mine's better.
Yeah, beat that.
Beat that. And then they pull out an actual 59 and they go, I just did.
And there you'd have to say, yes,
that's
you did.
That's what would beat this. Hold on, I apologize. Hello? No. No, I'm with him right now. He gave me the safe word. Yeah, decoupage. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Fantastic. Well, Jeff, man, I appreciate you coming by the booth and hanging out with us. Come to Custom Shop. Let's build you a guitar.
No, I'm going to come to Custom Shop. And, yeah.
Bring Wildwood.
Wildwood goes where I go.